Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dhwani from SToryscape Studio and I'm back again this week with the short story series by SToryscape Studio. So without wasting any time, let's move on into the video. So guys, I'm going to be continuing with the Dashavatar series, and this week it's Varaha Avatar, which is Vishnu in the form of a wild boar. If you haven't seen my previous videos, I'll be putting the link in the description box below, so make sure you watch those before you move on to this. So let's get into the story. Lord Vishnu had two very loyal doorkeepers, and their names were Jai and Vijay. They were not just Lord Vishnu's doorkeepers, but their most loyal devotees as well. Once, Jai and Vijay were guarding the doors to Vaikunth when they saw four children dressed in the attire of sages approach them. These four children requested to meet Lord Vishnu since they were their devotees. Jai and Vijay realized that Lord Vishnu was asleep. He was in a deep slumber, and hence they told the sages to go away or come at a later stage. The four children were actually sons of Brahma, and they were naturally born with faces and bodies like children. Jai and Vijay did not realize this. And the Kumars, which were the sons of Brahma, got very angry. They reprimanded both of them. They said nobody can stop a devotee from visiting his Lord. But Jai and Vijay were not ready to listen at all. In a fit of rage, the Kumars cursed Jai and Vijay. They cursed them that they would be born on earth as mortal beings away from the Lord for 7 births. Listening to all of this commotion, Lord Vishnu woke up from his slumber and went outside to see what's going on. As soon as he saw the Kumars and Jai and Vijay almost in tears and afraid, he realized what was going on. The Kumars, looking at Lord Vishnu, were happy. They bowed down to him in reverence and left from there. Jai and Vijay broke down. They went on their knees and they begged Vishnu to do something about the curse. Lord Vishnu said he could not do anything. They were partly to blame because nobody can not let a devotee visit their Lord. But looking at their loyalty, Lord Vishnu gave them 2 options. Either they would be born as friends of various avatars of Vishnu for 7 births on earth, or they would be the mortal enemies of the avatars of Vishnu for just 3 births. Jai and Vijay looked at each other, and immediately in a second their decision was made. They said, we would gladly be your enemies for 3 births because 7 births is too long to be away from Lord Vishnu. And besides, as enemies, they would keep remembering Vishnu more than even a friend. Lord Vishnu was very happy with this decision, and he blessed them that during the 3 births, Lord Vishnu himself as an avatar would come and relieve them from their births. So this is exactly where our story of Varaha begins. Jai was born on earth in the name of Hiranyaksha, a demon. Hiranyaksha was not mindful of the violence that he created around. He wanted to be the most powerful person on earth, and hence he prayed to Lord Brahma. His prayers went on for years and years. Lord Brahma finally appeared before him, and Hiranyaksha asked for a boon. The boon was that he would not be killed by any man or animal or god. Lord Brahma realized what he wanted. It was immortality. But Brahma had a trick up his sleeve. He told Hiranyaksha to describe and name all the animals from which he could not be killed. Hiranyaksha started describing all the animals, right from lions to elephants to goat, everything. But he forgot to mention one animal, a wild boar. Brahma granted the boon to him, and Hiranyaksha was very happy with the boon and the power that he gets because of this boon. And he started misusing his powers. He set out to torment people. Even the gods feared him but still they wanted to fight him for the benefit of earth and all its people. Hiranyaksha fought them and won each and every battle. But the Devas kept on fighting. And Hiranyaksha was too tired and irritated of all the fights. He realized that the Devas, though residing in heaven, their power source was on earth, was earth itself. And Hiranyaksha had a great idea. He used weapons that trembled the earth, and earth fell off its axis. After the earth fell off, Hiranyaksha immediately grabbed earth and hid it somewhere on the bottom of an ocean in some part of the universe, where nobody knew where earth was except for himself. The Devas were deeply weakened and they didn't know what to do. And on the side, Prithvi Devi or Bhudevi was also tormented. She prayed and prayed to Vishnu to come and help her. That's when Vishnu took the avatar of Varaha, or a wild boar, because that was the only animal that was missed out by Hiranyaksha while he was asking for a boon from Brahma. As soon as Varaha was born, he immediately went to the part of the universe where earth was hidden by Hiranyaksha, and he took earth on his horns and travelled back to place earth back on its axis. Hiranyaksha was astonished and he ran behind Varaha Avatar to get earth back. But Varaha was too fast for him. Finally, he placed earth back on its axis and turned to face Hiranyaksha. A very fierce battle ensued between the two of them. But Hiranyaksha was losing his powers. He realized that while facing Varaha Avatar. Slowly, he was nearing his death. Varaha was too powerful for him. But in the last moment of his death, Varaha Avatar appeared in front of him in the form of Vishnu and liberated him from this birth. And that is how Jai was liberated from the first birth. Interestingly, Vijay was born as Hiranyakashipu, who was the brother of Hiranyaksha. And he was also killed by one of the other avatars of Vishnu, which is a Narsimha Avatar, which incidentally is going to be the next story for next week. Again guys, little fun fact, did you guys know that there are many Varaha temples around India, but there is this one Varaha temple in South India, in Tamil Nadu, on the coastal regions of Tamil Nadu, by the name of Varaha Swami Temple. So the interesting thing about this particular temple is that every year there is a temple chariot festival where the idol or the image is brought out and paraded around the area and the surrounding villages as well. But what's special about it? The special thing is that this festival is not only celebrated by the Hindus of the area but also the Muslims of that area. In fact, the temple chariot's flag is being given by the local Muslims and the Imam of that area. The chariot stops in front of the dargah for a good 30 minutes and the Imam himself comes and worships the deity, gifts 3 kgs of rice, dry fruits, coconuts and a silk shawl as well. In fact, the prasad or the blessings that's been taken from this chariot festival has also been offered to Allah in the dargah and been regarded both the gods as equal. It's such a perfect example of harmony between two different religions during this particular festival. So if you go there, do visit this temple during the festival time. It's a sight worth watching. So that's it for this time guys. I hope you guys liked my video. If you did, please do like, comment and share. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell icon to not miss any of my updates. Follow me on Instagram as well under the name of Storyscape_Studio, along with Facebook under the same name. I'll be back again next week with the next avatar called the Narsimha Avatar, which is half man and half lion. I'll also be talking about Vijay reborn as Hiranyakashipu and about the interesting festival of Holi as well. So stay tuned next week guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.